Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss the methods of producing induced EMF. The induced EMF can be produced by changing the magnetic flux linked with the coil. And we know that the magnetic flux phi B is equals to BA cos theta, which is equals to B dot A. Now an EMF induced when there is a change in magnetic flux. So for change in magnetic flux, we can change it by three ways: either changing the magnetic field by changing the area, or by changing the relative orientation of coil and the magnetic field. First, if we discuss by changing the magnetic field, by changing the magnetic field, if an EMF is induced due to the change in magnetic field, then how it can be changed? By moving the magnet towards a stationary coil, or by moving the coil towards the stationary magnet, or by varying the current, by varying the current in neighboring coil. So these are the three methods by which we can change the magnetic field. As the magnetic field will change, it induces an EMF, because we know from Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, E is equals to minus d phi B upon dt. So these are the methods of producing induced EMF by changing the magnetic field. Now the flux can be changed by changing the area of coil, by changing the area of coil. For this, there is a coil A, B, C, D. In this, the CD arm can be moved without any loss of energy due to friction. Now suppose this CD moves with velocity v, and it comes into its new position. It is C dash D dash, and here the magnetic field is directed inward, perpendicular to the plane of paper. As this CD moves, or we can say due to the motion of this conductor, it acquires a new position C dash D dash after a time interval dt. Then increase in magnetic flux. Magnetic flux d phi is equals to b into change in area. Earlier the area was ABCD, now the area is ABD dash C dash. So B into the change in area is C dash D dash. So it is equal to area C dash D dash, which is equals to B into, if the length of this conductor is L, so it is equals to B into L into V D T. So in this case the EMF induced in the circuit will be given by E is equals to d phi upon dt, and it is equals to BLV. So this is the second method for producing induced EMF. Now there is another method for production of induced EMF, that is by changing the relative orientation of coil and magnetic field. If you rotate the coil in the magnetic field, then the theta changes, so the magnetic flux linked with the coil also changes. Means for third method we change theta. As theta changes, it induces an EMF. So here we have discussed the three methods of producing the induced EMF.